Okay, hello Year 13. Hope this finds you all well. So here you are. This is a video for all Year 13 students. You may find this beneficial or interesting if you choose to watch, but it's particularly for those of you who have submitted a UCAS form for 2021 entry. Okay, so within the next 15 minutes, I'm going to talk about two key areas really. In this video, we're going to look at what you now need to do around making choices and firm and insurance choices and considering the right option for you. Right, so there's a few little pointers that I'm going to try and make and some advice that I'm going to try and give. Okay, so we'll start with where we are in terms of application and timeline. Okay, so of course the two key deadlines that have gone so far were the 15th of October and then the 29th of January. Okay, that 29th of January deadline that was initially the 15th of January, and then UCAS moved it back 2 weeks following COVID. Okay. The 30th of June is the last date for applications before clearing. So if you're watching this or you know someone who was considering an application but might miss the 29th of January deadline, importantly, you can still apply to UCAS after the 29th of January, up to and including the 30th of June, and in fact beyond, because the 1st of July is when clearing opens. I'll talk more about that a little bit later. So you can still apply. The requirements change slightly in line with that, with it being past the 29th of January deadline. So here's where we are in terms of timeline. So we're in a really good place. Okay. In terms of context, as a school and as a cohort, we are looking at our largest application, or rather largest submission of UCAS applications we've ever had. It will be over 200. I think we'll end up round about the 215 mark, which is fantastic to think of that many of you looking at higher education beyond your A levels. Okay. In terms of where you go next, okay, so importantly, what you will be using and accessing next is UCAS Track. Okay, UCAS Track is the mechanism whereby you follow your application from submission and you make changes. Now, I've screen grabbed a few things here, and I will be emailing you this PowerPoint as well, so you can see, for example, there's a link on there. You can find this on the PowerPoint. You can click the link, and this will be useful, and you'll see the same information there too. Okay. But importantly, UCAS Track is once you've sent your application and received your welcome email, this is where you're going to watch your application and track its progress. Okay, this is where you'll see offers. This is where you'll make replies, and this is where you'll get confirmation of an offer in line with exam results at the end. So UCAS Track becomes your account on UCAS where you follow your application. Okay, you can make changes via UCAS Track. So, for example, it may well be that between now and August, you change your mind about what you have applied for. It might be that you've changed your idea about a course. For example, you might have applied for criminology and now you think about law, an English course, and you want to change the discipline of it, science, you name it. It is possible. And that means that you need to contact the university and find out how or if that is possible. And then the university or college will then tell UCAS, and you will tell UCAS. Okay. Equally, you can change the year or your point of entry. So it might be that you've applied for 2021, but for some reason it may be COVID related. It may be not. It might be a change of your mind that you've had, but you can defer your entry. So you could put it back to 2022 if you choose to. Okay, so that you do that on UCAS Track. And also, if there's any changes to your exams in the qualifications that you think you will leave with, then UCAS Track is where you will make those changes. Okay, and that all of those are really important. There are other things as well that you'll find through UCAS Track, but this is just some of the key areas. Okay, I wanted to bring up. There's also on the right hand side of your screen here behind my face, there is a timeline, 4 steps, and information there about how your overall process works between application. I would think that most of you, if not all of you, will be confident knowing that already because of the tutorials that we've offered previously and your awareness of UCAS, but that also might be beneficial for you to have a look at. Okay, so very soon on UCAS Track is where you are going to make a very important decision. And that's where you're going to make a firm and insurance choice. Okay, so you will do this once you've received all of your decisions. So the decisions are that you have submitted your UCAS application. UCAS act as the middlemen here, the brokers perhaps, and they send your application to the universities. The universities reply with their offers to you, and you will collate all 5 of those on your UCAS Track account. Okay, once you have all 5, then you will make your choices. Okay, now those offers that might come back to you might be conditional offers, they might be unconditional offers, some may unfortunately be a rejection, and your position now is to choose between the offers that have been made to you. Okay, you will make a firm choice. Okay, that is the choice you are making, where if you meet the conditions that have been offered to you, that is where you are going to go and study. Okay, the insurance is usually one with lower conditions, and this is the one where if you don't meet the conditions of your firm choice, you will go to your insurance choice, provided that you've met their conditions. Okay, I'll talk a little bit more about those on the next slide too. Importantly, your firm and insurance choice are going to be 2 of the 5 courses that you applied for initially. So all other offers must be declined. You must decline the others, so they know, and UCAS know, that that is a decision of yours. Okay, your insurance choice, you don't have to make an insurance choice. I would never advise someone not to make an insurance choice, but just so you know, you don't have to. You might see that around as well. Okay, if you apply an unconditional offer, if you accept an unconditional offer, and I'll talk about more about those coming up soon, then you must decline all of the remaining offers as well. So 3 important things here are that you will make a firm choice, an insurance choice, and you'll decline other offers. Okay. Now, the types of reply that you will make, there's a little bit more information here. And again, I've screen grabbed these from the UCAS page. Okay, I'm just going to move my little slide here. Importantly here, okay, your firm choice, as I said, this is the one that you're going to go to. Okay, if you meet the conditions, or if it's unconditional, then that is you firmly accepting that. Okay, under one of those 2 guidelines. The insurance, again, you can't choose between your firm and insurance when you get your results. It will be hierarchical. So if you meet the requirements of your firm, you will go to your firm. If you don't meet the requirements of the offer to your firm choice, you will then go to your insurance choice. Okay. If you don't meet the requirements of your insurance choice, then you will go into clearing. And again, I will talk about that later. Okay. The other options, again, as I said, you must decline. So to sum this up, what I've got in red here, the firm choice, the one that you are most wanting to go to, perhaps your highest offer, or sensible highest offer, and it's aspirational. And that aspirational must be realistic. It must be achievable. You must think, okay, I'm now going to put myself in a position where that's somewhere where I would like to go. Okay, your insurance choice, typically a course that you like. Importantly, it's at a university you are happy to attend. You will be happy there for 3 years or more, however long your course of study might be. It will be beneficial for you in terms of the qualification that you will gain, and would be a lower offer to the firm choice. Okay, now in terms of, oops, I click off my picture. Okay, in terms of when you need to do this, so there are key dates when you need to reply by. Okay, again, I'll move my little screen here. Okay, so when you need to reply by, okay, and again, I've screen grabbed here from UCAS. If you receive your last decision on or before the 20th of May 2021, then your reply date is the 10th of June. So if you've got all your 5 of your offers or your decisions before the 20th of May, then you've got till the 10th of June to make your decision. If it's after that, if it's the 13th of July, then your reply date is the 14th of July. Okay, so it's quite a quick turnaround for that second one, but more so because there should be very few still waiting on those last decisions between the end of May and July. Okay, so you can make a reply, but they are your deadlines. Okay, so the 10th of June and then the 14th of July. Importantly here, and what I've got in red, is please wait. My advice, our advice, is to wait. There is no hurry for you to make a decision here about a firm or insurance choice. Okay, I say that because the situation might change. Okay, of course, things are fluid at the moment. We know what is happening between now and February half term, for example, in terms of school closure, universities being in a similar position as well. Okay, but there is a possibility, it may be a slim possibility, but campus visits might become possible. Open days might become possible. For example, Easter holidays, May even, okay? And it might be that there is a chance for you to go and physically visit a university which you haven't been able to do before. Now, that may be crucial to helping you make that decision about where you're going to go beyond your A levels. Okay. So really my strong advice is don't hurry here. Take your time because the situation might change. Okay. Okay. Other options here, just a little bit on this. So UCAS Extra. UCAS Extra is a service which is available to you if you've used all 5 choices and then either you've had no offers, okay, or you've declined all your offers or you've withdrawn, and you can then look for new options one at a time, okay. Talk to the sixth form team if you think that's helpful in terms of you accessing Extra, but that might be if you've changed your mind about the course you want to apply for, or if your application you're in the position where you haven't received any offers, okay. Clearing is a service which happens later. That opens up in July and runs through till October. And that might be if someone's in a position where you've received no offers again, or you've declined all offers, or you've not met conditions. And this might be something you've heard of, you're aware of, because it can be accessed after A-level results. So we will hopefully have a very, very small number of students who have to look into clearing because of the advice and guidance that you've had so far. You've made very good and very sensible choices about your firm and insurance choice. Okay, but clearing is an option, and that's where if you haven't met the offers, the conditions of any offer around your firm and insurance, then you would look course by course at where might else be a possibility for you to study. Okay, last one, adjustment. Adjustment is a service that UCAS offer whereby if you significantly achieve higher than the conditions of your firm choice, then you can look at applying to a course of higher tariff. Typically every year we get a very small number of students who access adjustment, but it is there. Okay. Now, second part of this is about knowing the right option for you, and particularly I want to take a couple of minutes just to talk about unconditional offers. Okay, in recent years there has been an increase in the number of unconditional offers for students. Okay, personally I don't necessarily think this is a good thing. Okay, but it is something that I think I need you to be aware of. The government says, and again there is, oops, if I can click off my screen, okay, there is links at the bottom here where you can look at this on the PowerPoint yourself, but there was conversations in government a couple of years ago that unconditional offers were perhaps a what's the word I'm looking for, mechanism just to put bums on seats, okay, and perhaps undermines credibility of courses in universities, okay. This was language that was used at the time. It was about unconditional offers maybe not being as beneficial to students as they possibly could or should be at this stage, okay. Rise in unconditional offers, okay, was deemed to be irresponsible, okay, at the time, and as a result, universities did respond, okay, and there was change, okay. Some universities made pledges to stop making unconditional offers, okay. It was about deterring pupils from reaching full potential. Really, my message here is if you have received unconditional offers, please consider them very carefully, okay. This year is unprecedented. You must future-proof yourself. Okay, you are going to go to university, you're going to get a degree, you're going to be better qualified, you're going to pay for that, and therefore you need to make sure it is absolutely valuable and right for you. Okay, if you are at risk of being a bum on seat or taking your foot off the gas, as unconditional offers were perhaps suggested within the couple of years, then you need to think about that very carefully. Okay, please be cautious. Take your time. You have time to make these decisions, and there may well still be much for you to learn about your options after sixth form, as I suggested, that there is a chance, because we don't know, that campus visits might become available, and you might be able to go and see a university campus that you haven't previously seen before. That may well influence the decision that you will make. Okay, of course, I'm here, the sixth form team are here. We will be looking to advise and guide you along the way, but stay in touch as we go. All right. Thank you very much for listening. Okay. I hope this has been useful and beneficial to you all. I hope you're all well, and I will sign off there. Okay. Take care. Bye.